Soma's ties to public security may lead to his undoing. By seizing the puppet himself, Yagami seeks to pull down the puppet master holding the strings. To do so, he forms a temporary alliance with the fugitive Koana. But Soma arrives to carve a bloody path into a hideaway no one should know about. Reiko Kusamoto's betrayal has proven more volatile than anyone could have guessed.
Bum bum bum. Final chapter. We had to do some side missions.
Genda-sensei, they're calling last night's bombing a terrorist attack. The body they recovered was burnt beyond recognition.
That was a Kaike-kun, right? The one Yagami mentioned?
Yes, I believe so. Nothing about Soma or RK in the article either. Could public security be tampering with the press?
I wouldn't give public security that much credit. Besides, if a bomb goes off in a deserted public place, it's only natural for the police to assume it's terrorism.
Right, I guess when you put it that way.
Unfortunately, even if they do identify a Kaike-kun, the ones responsible are Koana and Soma, two guys who are totally off the grid. Any investigation would grind to a halt. Probably end up as another unsolved mystery.
If the public learned the bombing was tied to Ihara's battery case, jaws would hit the floor.
Yeah. Anyway, where's Yagami? You heard from him since last night?
No, we've been in touch via email though. He's on his way to a hospital now.
Great. What'd he get himself into now?
If he's actually going to the hospital, does that mean it's serious?
Don't worry, he's fine. He's just going to meet with someone about the case.
Who'd want to meet up at a hospital?
Reiko Kusumoto.
"13 years. I still can't believe it. Waking up and finding out you're suddenly 30.
I forgot he woke up.
Take your time. You'll adjust eventually.
Work again?
I won't be long. I just need to take a quick meeting. Now put down that mirror already.
Yeah, I forgot he like went into a coma in high school. Now he's 30. That'd be kind of jarring. You skip forward in time with all the bad stuff.
So, you sold Koana out to public security because Mitsuru-kun woke up. Does that about sum it up? You waited 13 years for Mitsuru-kun to wake up. If you turn yourself in now, you'd lose him all over again.
There's that. Yes. Going forward, he needs to stand on his own 2 feet and rebuild his life. It'll take time. And lots of it. There's no real end in sight. He's at a disadvantage as it is. And to brand him the child of a murderer on top of that, I couldn't.
Where are we?
Mitsuru.
Hey, Mom.
It's incredible. Finally, he's woken up. Doesn't this change everything? I think you may want to reconsider what you told me, Kusumoto-san. Alone, I'm sure you could have lived with the weight of your choice, but now you have something you'd sacrifice everything to protect. He's so precious, but he's also so fragile he could come crashing down without even a warning. You're going to have to be his shield, Kusumoto-san. We'll do it together. With your cooperation.
I have to do what I can to protect him.
I suppose so, but... You covered up your crimes and it was Sawa-sensei who got caught in the crossfire. On top of that, Akaike-kun's throat was slit last night. Now he's dead too. Kawano will be another body for the pile soon. Hell, maybe I'm in trouble myself.
How was he yesterday?
Well, as soon as RK showed up for him, he knew you'd stabbed him in the back. I can't really say how that made him feel. Until now, he'd been adamant about ensuring you stayed out of this. He said no one could blame you for what you did to Shinya Kawai. Kawano put his life on the line for you. You failed to silence him, and you let him get away. That means whatever happens next, it's his move. And whatever he does to you, none of my business. As for me, I have no evidence on Kawai's murder, so you're off my list too. I only came here today because I wanted to know why you betrayed Kawano. That's all. I hope Mitsuru-kun has a speedy recovery.
His face is still bruised up. Time to come up with our plan of attack. I'll go hash it out with everyone at Yokohama. I don't know which door this is. I don't think I've been.
いらっしゃいませ。
There's a regular one. Yeah, give me all this. I just realized I don't even use my money for anything. Like, I think you use it for extracts. I have no idea.
Arigatou ありがとうございました。
These are all books. Books you get from, I don't know where.
Here we go.
Wow.
That all you got?
Really, guys?
Yeah, I think I'm too far right now.
Come on, bring it! Come on, let's play it by Let's go!
And stay down.
Yeah, I was saying I already didn't get surprised. So let me finish the game with 5.
いらっしゃいませ。
What a strange store name. Pocket Cafe. I've had everything here?
ありがとうございます。
Excuse me.
ありがとうございました。
They didn't even turn around. You said, where's my stuff? They just like kept looking for it. I know I didn't.
いらっしゃいませ。
Wait. Log in. Nothing. Waste of time. Small sashimi platter. Fried chicken thighs.
Starving. Pretty tasty, thanks.
ありがとうございました。
Wildly drunk. Can't even walk straight. She's in danger. Can they get her? I never saw that before. You saw that guy? He like waited. They were waiting and as soon as I turned green, they walked away. Even this guy, he changed his mind. He said my stomach is killing me. Maybe it's because of all the drinking. If you're drinking so much that your stomach hurts, something wrong.
Great.
You're a bigger joke than I thought.
Really, guys?
Even now, I'm going towards the side mission. I just said I'm gonna do it then. And now I'm going towards it.
Come on.
And stay down.
I'm supposed to be looking for something? The lady went that way, our connections to me. What? Alright, we're out of here.
Back already, Yagamishi. How are you feeling after last night? That shockwave from the blast took you down.
Oh, yeah. That was something else, I gotta say.
I bet, tough guy. Kamurocho's finest detective never fails to impress.
Doc, you made it. We've been asking around if anyone's seen Kuwana.
You don't want to know how that went.
No leads, huh?
Pretty much. Doesn't help that Arcade's crawling all over the place right now. Soon as they spot Kuwana, they're gonna make their move.
They're gonna ice him.
Kuwana gave this to me yesterday.
Isn't that Toshiro Ehara? Kuwana-san called you out there just to give you this?
Yep. He told me to give it to Ehara.
What the? Oh man, it looks like it's cracked.
Can you take a look at it, Tsukumo? I get the feeling it's no ordinary pendant.
Certainly.
Not handing it over to Ahara till you know what the deal is?
He won't mind, will he? Besides, I damn near got blown up over that thing.
Speaking of, Yagamishi, what's the status of Ehara's sexual battery trial?
Saori-san's preparing for the appeal. Still no date, but the courts are working as fast as they can. If they accept the case and it goes to trial, they'll find out about Kawana one way or another.
And that'd put Reiko Kusumoto in public security in the shithouse, right?
Right. If Kawana and his murders come to light, anyone connected to Reiko Kusumoto could be suspected as an accomplice. And if that happens, she'd lose any control she had over the pension fund.
Interesting.
Everyone wants their own brand of justice to come out on top. But enough is enough. If we don't handle this, public security will take out Kawana. And I can't let him die like that.
Then what's your next move?
Gonna head to Ahara's trial and back up Saori-san. Feels like we've come full circle.
I'd argue the opposite, Yagamishi. The circumstances surrounding the trial are completely different this time around. I can't help but consider how grand a task simply seeking the truth could be.
To the mic.
Seriously. But exposing the truth is the only way to save some and get justice for others. We can't just stay quiet and watch.
Sounds like you're seeing the light. Detective work's not so bad, is it?
Can you guys keep an eye out for Kawana and Ijincho? I need to go over Ahara's case with Saori-san.
10-4. We'll amp up surveillance.
We're going too, Sukiura. Time to get shit done.
Right on.
Money. Time to prep for Ahara's appeal in Kamurocho. I can't let Sayori do this alone. I'm drinking a sparkling water. That's where the burpee's coming from. Even though I definitely could have muted my mic. Which way? Or this way? This is a basement for a high school. Kind of small.
Yagami-san.
Amasawa.
Hey, what is it you wanted to ask me? Well, it's rather a long story. Is it a good time? Let's hear what she has to say. Once you start the side case, everything else will be put on hold until you clear it. Whoa. YOLO.
Yeah.
Sure thing. After all, I am the MRC's outside.
Thank you very
counselor.
much.
Thank you so much. So, this is about my classmate. Actually, I should go get him now. Be right back.
Yoroshiku.
Nice to meet you. I'm Hisoyoshi Shimada, a second year. I'm Yagami, the MRC's advisor. Nice to meet you.
Hey.
So, what exactly do you need help with? Well, Yagami-san, do you believe in things like curses?
What was that?
I'm sorry, what?
Well...
Just a preface. This case is going to sound either mysterious or ridiculous, depending on your answer. I know it's going to sound crazy, but please, you have to believe me. Just tell me what's going on first. Then, we'll see how it ranks with all the crazy things I've heard. Curse of the Amasawa family heirloom. Let's ask Amasawa about the job.
Hey.
Would you mind starting us off, Shimada-san? So, it's about this lucky cat I have at home. A lucky cat? You mean one of those statues? of a cat waving his paw, or like an actual
Yes.
cat? The former, yes. They're said to bring good fortune, so you can spot them in all sorts of businesses. There are quite a few kinds. Most of them are said to bring good luck, but black lucky cats are supposed to ward off bad luck, in particular.
Oh.
Didn't know they got that specific. The thing is, my lucky cat doesn't do any of that. It doesn't bring money or good luck. It just attracts tragedies. Tragedies? Here, this is it. This one looks creepy. Looks pretty old. My dad bought it from an antique dealer friend of his. Usually they're really expensive, especially the pre-war ones like this one. My dad's friend warned him at the time, this cat brings more bad luck than good. Yeesh. So why'd your dad buy the thing if it's supposed to be cursed? He collects all sorts of rarities, especially the stuff with interesting stories. He goes nuts for those. Sounds like an interesting guy. But yeah, a lucky cat that brings more bad luck than good? I admit, that's an intriguing look. And Yagami-kun, the curse, or whatever it is, evidence is starting to pile up, making it seem real.
Well...
Ever since acquiring the statue, the Shimadas have been through one ordeal after another.
What was that?
Like what? Like, some pretty scary stuff. My dad got a really high fever all of a sudden, and was touch and go for a bit. Our house caught on fire too. Wow, potential arson and serious illness? You weren't kidding, that's scary stuff. My grades keep slipping ever since Dad brought that thing. I never dropped below 10th place before this. Is it really the statue's fault though? Well, you sure can't blame me for the ghost. One woke my dad up in the middle of the night, standing right there next to his bed.
Huh?
A ghost did? He was just like an old-timey soldier and totally pale. Just stood there, like he was at attention. But he kept moaning, "Give me back my cat." My dad thought he was dreaming, so he rolled over and went back to sleep.
Does that mean...
So it was just a dream?
Yeah.
I don't know, but the next day is when he started feeling awful. It's like he'd been cursed or something.
I see.
Well, that would be unsettling, even if it was just a string of coincidences. My dad's still not out of the woods now, that he's healthy, either. He almost got run over by a car a few days ago. It's still going on? This isn't really sounding like coincidence anymore, but I don't know what it could be. At this point, it's probably safe to consider further misfortune inevitable. That may help us determine the cause before any irreversible damage is done. Do you remember me from Cyberpunk? Cyberpunk was like, what, 2 years ago? Cyberpunk was before COVID. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cyberpunk like came out before COVID did. Let me see. I don't even know when COVID started. Cyberpunk, and then the PS4 version is not even here anymore. This isn't it. They won't show it, I guess. It only shows new games. Yeah, it only shows. Oh, right. Nope. Is that it? 2/15/22. Nah, this is the PS5 version. Yeah, that was a while ago. That was like not my last vacation, the vacation before that vacation. So yeah, 2 years ago. It had to be 2 years ago. John, note in your live stream. You got me. Let's see the picture. My memory is pretty terrible, especially with names. Why even keep it?
Excuse me.
Here's a question. If you're all If you're also creeped out by it, why don't you just throw it out? Throw it out. It's my dad. He refuses to get rid of it. He says the previous owner was this famous author who met his demise because of the statue.
What?
So the statue was cursed even back then? Yeah, but dad said the guy died when he hit his head on it.
Are you serious?
What? I said that to say my name. Old one. I cannot remember. I don't even remember. I don't remember at all. I don't remember anything from 2 years ago. I do need to play Cyberpunk over again though. Once it's fixed. That is quite the story. Apparently, his whole fan base is obsessed with the statue. That's why it's considered really valuable, despite the curse. Who's the author, by the way? Well, Kitan Amasawa. He's a mystery novelist, and my grandfather.
Huh?
What? Your grandfather? Oh, and you said hitting his head on the statue? Whoa. Oof. Yeah, cool guy. And I subscribed. Yeah, I wonder how many subscribers I've gotten in the past 2 years. It had to be like 30. I get like a subscriber every 2 months. Every 2 or 3 months. So, this was an actual cat that, you know.
Yes.
Well, only if this is truly the exact same statue my grandfather owned. So you don't know if it is actually the same one.
Well,
my grandfather has been missing ever since he passed away. What? Ever since he passed away about 7 years ago. Shortly after he died, my grandfather pawned it off. My grandmother. Wow, I'm like lost. I'm saying the wrong word. She always thought it was rather creepy.
I see.
I see. Can you tell from this picture if it's the same one as your grandfather? It's hard to tell from just a photo. This was also 7 years ago. I see. But I do remember that the cat was cursed even back then. My grandfather was somewhat of a rarity collector himself. Of course he jumped at the chance of owning a one-of-a-kind, unlucky cat. Kitan Amasawa was famous for his somewhat bizarre tales of mystery. I can definitely imagine him wanting a statue like that. My grandfather was quite taken with it. He bragged about it quite a bit when I was little. But I'm sure he never imagined his life ended because of this unlucky cat. Why did you name your channel BigFatBabyLegs? I wanted everything to have the same name. And, originally, that wasn't my old name. You can probably see it. My old name was my PSN name. Which is that. Which I think is like, that was like when I was in high school. An edgy high school kid. When I had that name. You probably can't even see it. It's right underneath, or what? Yeah, the name, my username. The E one. I don't even want to say it. That's how weird it is. But yeah, that name is too odd. So I was trying to figure, what's it called? A name you wouldn't forget easily. That's where that one came from. My new name. Yagami-san. I'm not one to believe in the supernatural. All mysteries must be approached rationally, no matter how unusual they present themselves. This is what I firmly believe. Because logic is always found at the true core of any mystery.
That being said...
That's also why my grandfather's unexplained death has stuck with me for the past 7 years. Yeah, I thought of that name for a while. And then I just found a bunch of different words that, not even cool. It has to be like a catchy thing. Like, yeah, no one's gonna hear that name and not remember it. Or see it on a shirt or something and not remember it. It's a really odd name. Or word. Or bunch of words. But it's also why my grandfather... yeah. I assume the police ruled it was accidental, right? If that's the case, it kinda sounds pretty explained. No, actually. On the night my grandfather passed away, I also experienced a strange event. One that has no rational explanation. It can only be considered a supernatural phenomenon. What? Really? What happened? I'm sorry. I'm not sure how to explain it. Let's just focus on finding out if this is actually the same cat or not.
Gotcha.
First. Sure, we can do that. Rare for Amasawa to not have the words. But this could be the actual statue that took her grandfather's life. I can see why it would be tough to talk about it. Yagami-san, I'm getting to the bottom of this case one way or another. If something's causing all the tragedies around this cat, there's a good chance more will occur. I don't want anything as awful as what happened to my grandfather to happen to anyone in the Shimada family. Makes sense to me, after all. We were all about preventing incidents before they take place.
Yes.
And not only that, this case is personal.
Yagami-san.
So, Yagami-san, would you please help me get to the bottom of this? Of course, the MRC advisors got your
Thank you very much.
Well, to start with the investigation. First things first, I'd like to see the statue in
Yes.
person. Good idea. Shimada-kun, do you think your father would mind showing it to us? Oh yeah, I bet he'd be over the moon to have one of Gitana Asawa's descendants confirm his statue the real one. Are we gonna leave this room, this basement? Do you play anime games like Jump Force, DBZ, Karakat, etc.? I think the last anime game I played was... No, I'm playing this. This, Tales of Arise. I would call this an anime game, right? I think it is. I would say it is. Tales of Arise. It's anime-ish. But like an actual anime game? I don't think so. No. Because it's weird. Because the story's either the actual show, which I already know what happens, or it's like some jank side story. He says, yeah, he'd love to meet you guys, in fact. Good to hear. Where should we meet him? I asked him to meet us at a cafe near the station. Plague. Does it plague? Like a... What? It'd be faster than getting him signed in at the school's reception and everything. Is that okay? Yeah, that's fine. I would have felt bad asking him to come all the way here anyway. Well, I'll make my way to the cafe now. Let's meet out front. There's no way that said plague.
Yagami-san.
See you soon, Yagami-san. A cafe named Plague?
Oh, we're...
What was she saying?
I'm coming with you!
Any best game you prefer? Like, a game to recommend? A recent game? What's a recent game that I've played that I would recommend? And it can't be a mainstream game, I guess. I take so long to play my stinking games, I forget. Final Fantasy was sick. Yeah, this was really good. Like, Final Fantasy got so good that I didn't want to finish it. Life is Strange, I'm trying to remember. It was alright. This. The hitchhiker thing. It was short though. Really short. Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah, if I had to pick one specific game, it would be this. Doki Doki Literature Club. And it's an anime game. So there you go. I mean, I keep saying anime. anime isn't like a show, and anime is an art style. Two different things, right? You could be an anime drawing, but not be an actual anime. But Doki, if I had to pick a game that was like the strangest thing that I really liked the most, Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yagami-san, would you say that you tail people often?
I mean, it's a big part of the job.
Do you have any tips for avoiding the target's suspicion? I tend to...
Where are we going? Whoa, I don't see a waypoint.
Get made fairly quickly when tailing.
What's an average high schooler tailing people for anyway?
I just can't help
Say it a
myself
bit
when I
louder.
pick up a lead.
It's really
Kind of dangerous when you don't
Not
know
really,
your
not
target,
27.
don't you think?
But in the end, isn't it worth it if I can prevent an incident?
No, not if it's something that puts your own life at risk.
I somehow hadn't considered that. I'm coming with you!
But yeah, it's this game. This. Doki Doki Literature Club. And then the best part was, when I played it, I didn't hear anything about it beforehand. So I was caught off guard. The best thing to do is to play this game and not look it up. Can't hear you? Yeah, the best thing to do is to just play this game without looking it up. Don't read anything or anything, just play it. Yeah, it's a pretty cool game. But there's a part in the game where I had to stop playing. No spoilers. Yeah, just play that game. Yeah, play that game. The first time you play will be the best time. The second time will be better than the... Not better. The second time will be like more the same. And then I don't know if you'll be able to finish it like completely. I tried to, but then I had other stuff to do. Yeah, the game's really cool. Cool premise. The characters are all interesting. Very interesting. But people like to say people like saying who's the... I can't even show these pictures. I just realized. I don't want to show a spoiler. Hold on. If I see any spoiler, I'm just gonna back out. How do I do this? Sort by... Nope. Albums? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, just trying to show you deleted games and apps. What are these? So it takes away the folder cover if you delete the game. What sense does that make? Now you can't tell what these pictures are from. They are wildin'. What's the point of this? What the hell was that? Oh, Resident Evil. Yeah, I have hella screenshots. What is this? I'm trying to find... Here we go. Let me get out of here. I think I saw some stuff. But yeah, the purple hair girl, that's my favorite out of all of them. You'll see the game. You'll see the game. The girl with the purple hair is the best. Then it's... wow. I forget who was in the game. Oh, there you go. So, purple here. Then... the best friend girl. The one with the red bow on the left. Then the girl on the far right. And then the girl on the back of the pink. I hated her the most. In the beginning, anyway. I think towards the end, she starts making more sense, but you're not gonna like her in the beginning of the game. And that's not a spoiler. She's one of those lolly things. Come on, Buster. No mercy.
You're a bigger joke than I thought.
Again? This guy's broken. Yo. What the hell? Yeah, the charge actually focused down. He just went right through it.
Really, guys?
That way?
Never mind, it sounds like you're whispering. I said I just woke up. I just woke up and my house is silent, but everyone's here. So I'm literally too close to making noise. There's not even a background sound. Like, I'm talking like silent. Not even the fan. The fan isn't even making noise. There's another bad thing about my setup.
What a waste.
I'm in the living room with no camera, no face cam, and then...
Anyway, I had no idea you had such a famous grandfather.
Are you surprised?
No. If anything, it's obvious that you're his granddaughter.
Well, now I'm feeling the pressure.
As a descendant of Kitan Amasawa, you should become the kind of detective that make him proud.
For that to be possible, I need to take on as many cases as possible to hone my instincts.
But what if you blundered into a case and ended up making a fool of yourself? Would that make Grandpa proud?
The more I hold back, though, the more curious I get. Once I've caught a whiff of a mystery, the Amasawa blood in me starts pumping.
It's quite a burden you wound up inheriting.
But yeah, a better setup would definitely help me stream better and more.
I wish you hadn't. Really, guys?
Oh, we're off then?
Cafe Plague. Dude, there's no way. It doesn't say it. Oh, Yagami-san. Amasawa senpai. You're Kitana? Amasawa sensei's grandchild, right?
It's a pleasure.
Yes, nice to meet you. I'm Kyoko Amasawa.
Domo.
So many names. Shimada, Mikio Shimada. Oh, he said his last name and then his first name and last name. My son told me about you. Thank you very much. Thank you for what? Thank you for being such a good senpai to him. I must say, I'm surprised seeing you for the first time. You definitely have Amasawa's blood in you. You're like a heroine ripped straight from one of his novels. I can already tell you're not just a nice face. You're smart as a whip too, aren't you? Oh, really? Come on, Dad. Cut it out. Oh, and my apologies. And who's this for?
Yagami.
Who's this with you? I'm Yagami. Outside counselor for the Mystery Research Club. I'm primarily a detective in Kamurocho. Oh, a genuine detective. This is just getting better. The seasoned private eye trawling the seedy underbelly of the city with his wonderkin teen sidekick. Man, I already want to buy the whole series. I'm really sorry about my dad. Let's head inside. This guy's tripping. So for the mystery at hand, may we see the unlucky cat statue? Yes, of course, here. He brought it. That thing looks wild. It looks cursed. So this is it. I brought it to a taping of that TV appraisal show a few days ago. They couldn't determine whether or not it belongs to Kitan Amasawa though. But if it turns out to be the real deal, it's supposed to be worth 2 million yen. 2 million yen. I mean, considering its legacy, it's basically the holy grail to his fans. But still, 2 million?
Amasawa.
Do you think you could tell if it's actually your grandfather's Amasawa? Please, feel free to inspect it. In that case, allow me. This deep red stain.
No way.
Is that from when your Whoa. Oh no, it's from when I splashed ketchup on it when I was little.
What?
Ketchup? Yeah. I've been eating a hot dog in his study. I got ketchup all over the room. Well, eating may not be accurate. It's more like swinging it around like a sword. I was really into historical drama at the time. My grandfather and I watched it together.
Nah.
It sounds like you were quite a little Hellion as a kid.
That being said,
But this stain, I don't know if anything else could make it clearer to me that this is my grandfather's statue. Ooh, I knew it. You can get 2 million? You can get millions for this? Seriously? Wow, talk about the score for a lifetime.
excuse me.
Sorry, if this question comes across a bit strange, sir, but I must ask, does this statue ever make a noise? Maybe like a meow? Does my statue meow? What makes you ask?
Well,
The thing is, the night my grandfather died, 7 years ago, I heard it. This cat, it meowed at me. Are you serious? Amasawa, is this the supernatural phenomenon you refer to as?
yes.
Yes.
Hey.
Could you give us more details? Sorry, I know this must be hard. No, I understand. We have to do it for the case. This is the first time I've seen Amasawa like this. She tripping. The statue made a meow sound.
Amasawa.
So you're saying you definitely heard the meow of a statue at the night your grandfather
Yes.
died? I have no doubt. I believe it was around 1:30 in the morning. I woke up in the middle of the night to get a glass of water and passed by my grandfather's study. That was when I heard a meow. The sound come from the room. Did your grandfather have a pet cat? Or maybe it was a stray outside the window?
No.
They did. They didn't have any cats, and I definitely would have known if a stray had gotten it. With Grandpa in the yard, no cats could have gotten by without him barking up a storm. And I distinctly remember the sound being loud enough to come from the room not from outside the house.
Seriously?
Creepy.
Well...
What's even creepier is I can remember my grandfather telling me more than once, when that cat cries, misfortune comes calling.
What was that?
I was given distinct orders to never even approach the study if I ever heard a cat meowing in there. That's why once I heard that cat, I ran back to my room and hid, terrified. The next day my grandfather was... That must have been so hard. If I had just been brave enough to go in the room instead of running, I could have maybe prevented my grandfather from dying. 7 years ago, you were only 11, right? Don't blame yourself for being scared. A truly artful detective can solve incidents before they even occur. I wonder if her grandfather's own incident has anything to do with Amasawa taking their saying so seriously.
Amasawa.
Just your grandfather's death was ruled an accident. Was there even a slight chance that it was actually a crime?
Yes.
The police came and checked the scene, but they said they couldn't find anything suspicious. Besides, it happened in a locked room. Not only was the door to the study inaccessible, but the crescent lock and all the windows were still secure. A locked room, death, and a cursed statue. This is sounding more and more like one of Katan Amasawa's books. What's a crest lock? They're the most common kind of window locks in homes, for a reason. To get the job done, I doubt the windows were a point of entry for anyone there that night. Oh, okay. These police didn't see any signs of break-in, or even a struggle. They really had no recourse but to rule the death an accident. So it's doubtful this was a burglary gone wrong. Afterwards, unlucky cat creeped out the whole family enough that my grandmother pawned it off. And surprisingly, the family lost track of the statue after that. So I never expected to see it again like this. Shimada-san, thank you for going out of your way to help me today. Oh no, it's my pleasure. Did you find any clues? Maybe even a lead? Unfortunately, I'm not too sure. Look out. Whoa. He could have got crushed. What the? Are you okay? I'm so sorry. I guess it wasn't secured all the way.
Can't be.
Was that
unbelievable?
Cat? No way. Dad, please. What's it gonna take for you to get rid of that statue? Even I'm starting to get freaked out by this. Well, we should get home. Thanks again for today.
Excuse me.
Actually, sir.
Please and thank you.
Would you mind leaving the statue with us for a while? What? Leave it with you?
Yes.
All that money it's worth? Hell no. Yes, until we can debunk the curse. But aren't you worried? This curse is starting to look pretty real... What? To look pretty real deal to me. My grandfather once said, curses only blight their believers. Did he now? Yes. He also said, you must never succumb to the marvel of our mystery. You must keep your wits about you. Despite my age, he impaired his philosophy of mystery solving to me before his death, and I hold the truths he shares with me in the highest regards. As Katan Amasawa's grandchild, I cannot back down to the strange events and turn away from a genuine mystery. I refuse to believe in his curse. Therefore, it will have no effect on my pursuit of the truth. But still, not only that, this is a mystery that needs solving by an Amasawa. Oh, Amasawa-san. When I heard that meow 7 years ago, I ran from the truth, and the result was absolutely terrible. I'll never make the same mistake again. okay? If that's the case, I'll leave it with you. Please find a way to break the curse before something really bad happens.
Thank you very much. Excuse me.
By the way, I heard that you bought the statue from a friend who went to a secondhand shop. Which one would that be? Episopon in Ichincho. Episopon, got it. I'll go speak with them now. Thank you. Amasawa is really into this case. Guess I shouldn't be surprised considering, well, I should step up my advising efforts for her on this one.
That way?
I thought it was at the bottom, but maybe that's the other town. Oh. Wait a second. pretty sure they can't be hit by cars.
Why is this always happening?
Everyone's getting twisted.
Let's go.
What a waste.
I'm coming with you!
Mysterious seed. A seed that grows a book or something.
Excuse me.
This is a bad time. I'm from Yagami Detective Agency. Blah, blah, blah. I'd like to ask you a few questions. Oh, detective.
It's a pleasure.
I'm his assistant. Amasawa. You're his assistant? A high schooler? Is there a problem?
Yeah.
Nope, not particularly. What is this you want to ask? Looking into this lucky cat statue from Mika Shimada. He says he knows you. This is for Shimada-san? Would you mind if I ask, how did you first come to acquire the statue? This pawnbroker, a friend of mine, closed up the shop, so I bought his remaining inventory. He wouldn't vouch for the statue's authenticity, though. Well, we know it's the real thing now, but maybe we ought not fill him in on that. Might make a mess of things. You don't happen to know who sold the cat to your friends originally, did you? Nah, sorry. He told me it had been passed around a bunch before it ended up in his shop, but he didn't know any specifics. Maybe why he couldn't authenticate the thing. I see. Thanks anyway. Oh, one last question. This might sound odd, but when you still had the statue in the shop, did anything strange ever happen here?
Eh?
Strange? Huh. You mean the curse? Nah, I don't buy this. I don't buy into that stuff. Nothing ever happened here to make me change my mind either. Nothing at all? You sure? Nope. The guy I got the statue from never mentioned any of the sort. Although I suppose he might have just not wanted to sound crazy. Oh, I see.
Yagami-san.
Does this mean the so-called curse didn't begin until Shimada-kun's father acquired the statue?
Yeah.
It sounds like it, anyway. What's that?
Yagami-san!
It's on
Are
fire.
you serious?
The store? Whoa. Get the fire extinguisher. What is happening? Yeah. We get the fire out right away, but we seriously have no idea where it came from. Just whoosh out of nowhere. I'm glad they didn't get anywhere.
It can't be.
Yagami-san, why do you think... What do you think started the fire? I have to say the number of incidents around this cat is getting ridiculous. I don't think this is a coincidence at all anymore. Hang on, do you smell something? Gasoline? Gas. That would mean there's a chance that the fire earlier was actually arson.
Yes.
Agreed. Yagami-san, what do you say we search the scene really quick before the police get here?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's check the observe for any chance traces in the area. Keep sharp for anything like gasoline trails or containers. I have 2 minutes, then I'm gonna pause again. I'm so confused. What am I looking for? Oh. The lag. They're not understanding. Like, the place isn't even that big. That's the funny part. Whoa. Oh. These look like Jordans. Kind of.
I can't! Keep going!
I'm so lost. Yeah, what? We have bags over here. Nothing's burnt or anything. I have no idea. Let me see the task. If I feel that the fire was an arson related, I'll check the area with observation. No hints, nothing glowing, nothing. And she says she smelled gasoline? I have no idea. And then I'm like, I'm supposed to zoom in on something? I don't see anything either when I zoom in. She's not saying anything. I'm gonna walk away and see what happens.
Yagami-san!
How about you check the crime scene quickly, Yagami-san? We might find some evidence that'll be gone by the time the police arrive. She's right, we should focus on current investigation for now. No hint again.
Not really picking it up.
I'm so lost.
Tough to hear.
Investigate? It's not even showing a fire. This is getting annoying. What if I get a new game and this happens? Just get wildly stuck. Go the other way. Should say the same thing.
Yagami-san. Wait for me, please! Yagami-san.
I'm freaking lost. I don't understand what they want me to look for here.
What the?
Wow. Wow.
Hey.
The ground?
Suspicious.
The ground outside of the store? Get the hell... I've been looking around for freaking 10 minutes. What's this? Something was dripping.
If I were to guess...
I'd wager it's gasoline based on the color and smell. Yeah. It goes all the way to the alley. Let's see if we can track it. Immediately loses trail. Where is it going? I don't see anything. You said it goes to the alley. So I see this.
What the? Ah!
A plastic bottle. Inside, more gasoline.
Which means...
Does this mean... Yep. The fire at the pawn shop was actually arson. Who's the culprit and why? No idea. But let's fill in the police's and guide the shop on what we found first.
Excuse me.
Yagami-san, how would we proceed with the investigation from here? Well, now that we know the fire at the pawn shop was intentionally set, what we'd love to do is pin down our little firebug.
What?
Pin them down? How exactly?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know anything about them, but they're obviously after the statue. Maybe we can just lure them out or something. A solid enough idea. Where should we start? I guess just meandering around town ought to do it. Considering how quickly the pawn shop was hit, I can't imagine it taking long. I see, some genuine hard-boiled legwork. A lot riskier than my usual investigation. Yeah, it's definitely been interesting. I like. This is why you ought to head back to. I think not. Please allow me to continue on the case. I'm a sour.
Please and thank you.
I need to solve this mystery, Yagami-san.
Gotcha.
Okay, but you really have to be careful and keep your distance when we're in public. Got it? I'm basically a walking tragedy magnet carrying around this thing.
Yes.
Where should we head first? Preferably somewhere that makes it easier to watch our back while we kill time. How about we play darts?
What?
You wanna play darts? Why? Only one person has to take their eye off their surroundings at a time. And if someone does come after us, you can always counter with your darts to the face. Okay, I have to give you points for the overall plan, but thrust to the face? Make no mistake, I'm actually quite good at the game. My aim's solid enough to be able to hit a human head.
Nope.
No, I think it'd be best if I handled any incoming threats. And if you just don't say that kind of thing to someone, maybe. Right. Well, after you. Well, we're not out here to play games, but... keep your eyes peeled for any suspicious individual along the way, especially if they're approaching you. I'll be careful. At least it's a small place. We'll definitely see anyone coming for us here.
Let's do this, Yagami-san!
Let's go. Yep. Nice. Yep.
No way!
Maybe next time. All right, let's tone it down.
She's beating me?
My turn then. Nice. Yep.
No way! Huh?
Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah! Oi!
Anyone?
Can't win them all.
There we go.
don't look
Amasawa.
So, did you see anyone suspicious yet? Kind of gonna turn to the game. Look forward. Okay, when you seriously weren't looking, I guess I sort of got into zone, right? But that's... Oh, goodness.
What?
If I were to guess...
I see. Speaking of burdens, have you been studying for your exams?
That is something I try not to think about too much. Obsessing over rote memorization would affect my reasoning skills.
Well, I reason that you shouldn't let your club activities get in the way of your studies.
I admit that's also something I try not to think about.
That doesn't sound like the Amasawa I know. Gotta face the facts sometime.
No, stop it!
Oh, brother.
That way?